Hey everyone, what's up? It's November 2nd, 2011, and I know I haven't done a video in a little while, and that's actually my fault. I've been busy with a lot of stuff, and I'm having to use somebody's laptop in order to upload my videos because YouTube on my desktop won't let me log in. But anyway, pretty much what I've been doing lately is I got accepted into Central New Mexico's community college, and I'll be starting in the spring term of next year, hopefully. And so we'll see how that all plays out. I have to go and talk to an academic advisor tomorrow about my course plan and get my FAFSA done and all that stuff. But uh, last Wednesday was my first home shot, and it was actually pretty cool. It was kind of nerve wracking, but it was still pretty cool at the same time. Um, so yeah, um, my voice has been dropping a lot, obviously, especially since my last video. It's actually dropped a lot more, considering now that I'm getting more constant shots. So my facial hair right here is starting to thicken and darken a little bit more, and along my jawline. It's not too noticeable along my jawline, but it's getting there. um, but I was on the phone with my grandma a few days ago for a little while, and she actually mistaked me for my brother. So that was, it was kind of cool, you know. So we had a really good conversation. We talked a lot about like the transitioning and everything, and she seemed to be handling a lot better, which is really nice and whatnot. So, um, as far as everything else, transition wise, my voice doesn't crack as much. It's just cracking right now because it's getting kind of cold and I'm getting readjusted to this new voice. So, but it's not cracking as much, which is really nice. Um, my friends have been really supportive throughout the whole thing, and as well as my family. I'm still having issues with my dad, though. Come Thanksgiving of this year, will be a year since we've talked on the phone, so he's not really aware of my voice being different, and um, and the fact that I've actually gained weight back and all that stuff. So it's really hard um, not talking to him and knowing that he will probably never accept it, and if he does, then it'll be a miracle. Sorry if the camera is shaking a little too much. It's rather cold outside. Um, so, but I'm trying to do my best to keep it still. But so all of the like stuff that's been going on though is just it's been crazy. Um, I'm finally getting my medical insurance back, which will be nice, finally. Um, so um, I might make a little bit of cash. I'm not really sure yet. It's just kind of really varies, but we'll see. I'm not really gonna keep my hopes up for it, but like I said, we'll see how it all goes. But um, I've been losing a lot more friends, but it's not really bothering me anymore. Mainly because I know that the people that are still there are more supportive and are more understanding and accepting of it. You know, like so it's not really like, bugging me as much as it used to. Things don't really piss me off as much. Like there'll be some days where I'll be a little easily tempered, but it's not as much anymore. So, but yeah. um, as far as family goes, it really sucks not having my mom here or me being there to you know have her experience this whole thing with me. The most that she can the most that she gets to experience it is whenever she like checks on my Facebook and stuff like that. Like when I post up things, I'll text her and tell her, you know. But it kind of sucks not having my mom, here to be able to experience it all. But I know in my heart she is. But yeah, so I'm trying to think of like things that have been going on, but it's just everything's been so crazy, So it's just my mind is trying to like relax and slow down and stuff, but doesn't really seem to happen very much. Um, I do have a question though for trans males out there, um, because I'm getting 150 um, shots every 2 weeks. I didn't know if it was just me or if it just happens. But when I get the shots, I give myself I get the shots in my thighs. Mainly because it's supposed to be less painful. Um, but I my question is for those that have given themselves like their shots and everything. Have you guys like ever felt like it ever felt like when you give yourself a shot, does it ever feel like it's being forced in after a while? Like when I get the once I get to the 100 point, like from the beginning of the shot to the 100, it seems to be smooth, and then the last like 50, it feels like it's being like forced in. So it's actually been making my thigh a little sore. Where like the the day after, it hurts when there's pressure on it, and then that following day it's just completely sore, like no matter what. It actually takes about a few days before it actually subsides and isn't as painful. So I didn't know if it was just me or if others out there have actually experienced that type of pain. So any advice would be awesome. But yeah. um, I don't really think there's like a whole lot of other changes that have been going on that I can actually really like say I'm a little more aggressive, like with my dog especially, because he has issues in public with getting along with other dogs that especially that he doesn't know. Um, so I've been a little more aggressive with that. So um, I haven't had um, any of the female stuff like happening like for the last month. So that's another change. My endo did. She put in a letter of recommendation for a gynecologist to talk to next year about a hysterectomy. Um, to basically get rid of those completely. Because I don't plan on carrying a kid, obviously. So never did. Um, and then I shout out to